Okay, students, in the previous class we had discussed the starting introduction of the large sample test. Now we are in the applications of normal test. So the first application of normal tests are test for population mean. So now in the previous unit we had discussed what is population. Population is basically the totality of units under consideration. Now example, if we take a town X, and we want to find the average of the height, so average of height of the people of this town X. So all these people, maybe say this town has the population of 1 lakh. Okay, so 1 lakh is basically the population here if we want to calculate something, the mean of the average heights of something. So the totality of units under consideration, here we are considering the town X, so the whole town X is our population. But since 1 lakh is a very large number and we can't go to each person and ask their height and make a note down of it, we take a sample of it. We take a sample of some 100 people. So sample is what? A representative portion of the population selected for a study. So I hope you all remember what is population and what is sample. Population is basically the everything, whatever we are considering. Now if we want to check the height of this, average height of this town X, then all the people in this town is population. And if we take only 100 people for this, then it is for a study, then it is called as sample. So here we are doing a test for population mean. So basically we are taking all the units under the consideration. We are not doing a sample mean. I want to tell that we are not doing a sample mean. Here we are doing population mean. Okay. So the test has the following step. So the first step is H naught. The first step is H naught. We have to, here we had discussed in the previous class, first we have to set up the null hypothesis, that is H naught. So the population mean H naught we have to set up. The population mean nu equals nu naught. We are taking one nu equals nu naught, this as the null hypothesis. This is the given value for testing. Okay. Now the second step is we have to take a alternative hypothesis. So the alternative hypothesis now can be of three types. It can be a two-tailed test or a left-tailed or a right-tailed, isn't it? So the alternative hypothesis, the population mean, I am saying the alternative hypothesis, the population mean nu is not equal to nu naught. That is, it's not equal to null hypothesis. Or I can take an alternative hypothesis of a left-tailed test. That is, the population mean nu is less than nu naught. Or I can do a right-tailed test saying the population mean nu is greater than nu naught. Okay, so depending on our situation, what the problem is given, we see the problem and then we consider which type of alternative hypothesis we take. So it can be any one of these three. The third step is computation of test statistic, Z. Now the computation of test statistic is relevant statistic. Here we had discussed the formula in the previous class. Z will be relevant statistic minus hypothetical value divided by standard error. Okay, so Z will be the relevant statistic. Relevant statistic here will be the X bar, that is the sample mean. Okay, minus nu naught. Nu naught is our hypothetical value, that is the null hypothetical. When we do the null hypothesis, what value will take, that will be our hypothetical value divided by the standard error. Okay, so this is the computation of test statistic. Now here sigma is the population standard mean. If it is unknown, then it is replaced by sample standard deviation S and N is sample size. Now in case when in the problem given, if the population standard deviation is not given, then it can be replaced by sample standard deviation. Sometimes in some problems population standard deviation won't be given, that time sample standard deviation will be given. So we can replace it with by sample standard deviation S and N is nothing but the sample size. Okay. And the fourth step is, depending on the alternative hypothesis and alpha, that is the size of the test or the level of significance, the critical value k is chosen. So that is the fourth step. Depending on the alternative hypothesis and alpha, the critical value k is chosen. And the fifth step is, if the calculated value of the test statistic, lies in the acceptance region, then the null hypothesis is accepted. Otherwise, the alternative hypothesis is accepted and the null hypothesis is rejected. That is, suppose the test is two-tailed. Okay, now suppose we are taking a two-tailed test. One question is given and we are taking a two-tailed test. Okay, and alpha given is 5%. That is, the level of significance given for us is 5%. Okay, then when is H naught accepted? If the calculated test statistic lies between minus 1.96 and 1.96. I hope you all remember the table that was discussed in the previous class. For the two-tailed test, if the level of significance is 5%, then minus k is minus 1.96 and k is 1.96. Now for this, if the test statistic value calculated lies between this region, then the null hypothesis is accepted, otherwise it is rejected. Or suppose the test is left-tailed, okay, and alpha is given for us to be 5%, that is, the level of significance given in the question is 5%. Then when is H naught accepted? If the calculated Z is greater than minus 1.65. Okay, for a left-tailed test, when the level of significance is 5%, here the calculated value should be greater than or equal to minus 1.65. Suppose the test is right-tailed, okay, and alpha is 5%, then H naught is accepted when the calculated test statistic value is less than or equal to 1.65. Okay, for the right-tailed test with 5% level of significance, if the calculated test statistic value is less than 1.65, then it is H naught, the null hypothesis, is accepted. Okay, so basically for the population mean, for test of population mean, we have 5 steps. That first, in the previous class we had discussed, that was for normal test, that is the general way. So when it comes to population mean, here it is in this way. First we have to do null hypothesis. Okay, we have to find a null hypothesis, then we have to construct the alternative hypothesis, and alternative hypothesis will be dependent. It depends on our null hypothesis as well as the situation, what is being asked to test. And the third step is the computation of the test statistics. You have to know this formula for computation of test statistics. And once the test statistic is computed, depending on the alternative hypothesis and the alpha, the value of k is chosen. Okay, now once the value of k is chosen, if the calculated test statistics lies in the acceptance region, then the null hypothesis is accepted, otherwise the null hypothesis is rejected, and the alternative hypothesis, whatever we have taken, that will be accepted, and we come to a conclusion. Okay, so this is basically the few steps on the test for population mean. This is the first application of normal test. We'll discuss the problem of this in the next class. You all go through these steps and you all have to be thorough with the steps. It is easy steps. Okay, thank you.